introducing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to duck.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me.
You gotta get in the middle.
All right,
Okay.
are we recording everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second
Yes.
here.
I'm going to
Focus
just,
on this one.
hello, welcome. Kathy's going to, she's going to say welcome too.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Welcome to the party.
Yes.
Welcome to our new set.
Yes, so we are on location today because we are going to go over everything in cupping. But first, we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Destiny Kelly. You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, same name, and follow all of us on Microdosing Life 333 on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, or YouTube. All of the above, or do them all.
Perfect. I'm Yesenia Leos Wells. I don't know why I gave me my whole name, but that's what you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram. So there it is.
Because you get the whole
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole
Yeah,
human.
the whole
Yes.
thing.
I'm Kathy Leone. I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Life on a Cloud. There's a little period in between each word.
So welcome to the party today.
Yes.
We're in Destiny's office.
Yes. So
Super excited.
today we're gonna start, and
This is where the magic happens.
yes, this is actually a PEMF mat that we're sitting on right now. It has 25 pounds of crystals on it. So if you were to check the electromagnetic frequency, it's the same as the Earth.
Ooh.
So you get no like radiation basically when you're sitting on this because of all the crystals. It protects you from that. So this helps with like pain, inflammation, all types of things. So if you have any type of chronic condition, this is something good to just add into your wellness arsenal. But what we're going to do today is cupping. And if, like Michael Phelps basically put cupping on the map. When he went to the Olympics and people saw those marks on the back of his, they're like, what is that? And then it became trendy. But it's something that's been used in ancient Chinese medicine for like literally decades, years and years and years and years. So, and now there's actually some medical things that back up some of the benefits of cupping. So as we start to cup, we can go over those.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
I love cupping. I go to her like once a month. Like, Destiny, get me in.
Yes.
I need to get cupped. This is Kathy's
This
first
is my
time.
first time.
Yes.
We're popping her cupping cherry.
Yes. Okay. So should we start with Kathy then?
Yes.
Oh
Let's
my
start with
gosh,
Kathy.
okay.
Okay.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have you lay face down.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
take
then
off this shirt.
yes. We're gonna need you to
No reporting.
yes. Don't get wild. Don't get wild.
Just
She's
a
got,
swimsuit
she's got,
top.
yeah.
Just swimsuit top.
Yes. Okay.
And a juicy booty.
Yes. So usually when I'm cupping someone, or if you go and get cupped, the person who's cupping you is going to ask you about like if you have any pain, any areas that are bothering you. But regardless of if she had pain or anything, your back, it aligns with different organs in your body. So it goes like your liver, your stomach, your heart, like everything is right here. So we're gonna cup her and we'll see if anything lights up on Kathy.
Oh, I bet I'm gonna get.
And just so you guys know, I get asked because I do get cupped by Destiny quite often, and I teach, and so my markings are very visible,
Yeah.
and I get asked a lot like, hey, why are you all bruised up?
Right.
And they're not bruises. The darker that your marking is, it's really all your stagnated blood that's surfacing and releasing. So you're giving it room to actually breathe and circulate.
Right. And these are they're called cupping kisses. It's not a bruise. It's very different than a bruise. People will think that they're bruises, but if you get a really bad bruise and you touch the bruise, it physically hurts after. With cupping, this will not hurt. Mm-hmm. So she will have like her cupping kisses on for like probably about a week after the treatment, but she won't have any pain in those areas. Is there anywhere in particular that's really bothering you?
Oh my gosh, my shoulders and between my shoulder blades.
Okay.
And my neck.
And your neck. So cupping, what it does is it lifts up all of your fascia and your lymph and stuff right there, so that healthy oxygenated blood can flow in. And so that's why it's so effective for healing and for any type of like stagnation in the body.
We did a podcast, I think 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago that we talked about the lymphatic system? And actually, one of the things that helps, move that lymph around is cupping. That was another thing that we didn't bring up, but it is another source.
So when you do get cupping done, a thing that you do not want to do is drink. You don't want to drink alcohol, because this is going to release toxins into her system. And she eats very healthy and drinks water and stuff, so she'll be able to flush them out. But you don't want to add to your toxic load. So if you went, let's say, got cupping done and then went and drank alcohol, that could actually make you feel sick or nauseous, because it would almost be like a toxic overload to your system, which I know sounds crazy. This right in the middle of the spine is triple.
It's like the vagus nerve.
Yes, it's like a point that it hits everything right here.
A lot of professional athletes will get cupping done on a regular basis.
Do you want me to do anything on your shoulders? You're going to have cupping marks there. Okay. As long as you're okay.
If you are very active, if you lift weights, whatever it is that you do, and you are sore quite a bit, it's actually very beneficial to get cupping done.
Yes.
It's weirdly calming.
I know, I love it.
And if you have any adhesions in the body, it helps break that up. So Kathy's had a lot of surgeries. So someone like her, this is really good, because in Chinese medicine, or actually where they say wherever you've had like injury or surgery, that there's actually blocked like chi there. And so this helps open that up and let it flow through. Because anytime we have any injuries, our body's going to have small blockages. And believe it or not, it's going to show up where she's had surgeries. If you see that she has a scar right here from a surgery, this one is already getting darker.
Yeah, like the one right above
Then,
it, too.
and yeah, so you can, her body's already starting to tell where
Oh
she
my God,
has.
look at her right side.
Yeah.
What shoulder is it, Kathy?
It's the left shoulder is like the one that's really been talking.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the body doesn't lie.
Yes. Keeps the
It,
score.
yeah, sure does. And so there's a difference. There is dry cupping and there's wet cupping. Wet cupping is when they make small incisions. So they make cuts in you, and then they put the cups on them, and it's called blood cupping or wet cupping.
I've actually had hot cupping also.
Yeah, and there's so beneficial wise, people say one's more, but really I think it's that the idea of pulling all of that stagnation to the top and letting, and when you pull it to the top, your lymphatic system's able to flush it out. So we're taking all that stuff that's deep down inside that's stuck in there, and we're pulling it to the top, and now her lymphatic system's going to flush it out.
What would you recommend someone who's as active as we are, how often would they get cupping?
People could do this, like, you could do it weekly, you could do it, every few weeks. I would say like every few weeks, because people don't realistically want to walk around with cupping marks all the time.
Right.
And if you have like an event or something like that, you're going to want to obviously be conscious of like when you get cupped.
Right.
But also you can get blisters. If you get blisters from cupping, that just means you have a lot of wetness in your system, is what they say in like Chinese medicine. So that's just stagnation in your body, and it takes a little bit longer to heal if you get those, but it's not anything bad. Some people freak out by it, but it's not, it really isn't anything bad or anything alarming. It's just your body. another thing that's very interesting in cupping is so the colors of the marks tell a lot about what's going on. It can tell that you have an injury there. So if they turn really, really dark, that can be either stagnation, an injury, some type of trauma, or
Like toxicity.
exactly, or toxicity. So sometimes like firefighters, theirs will turn gray
Right.
because of
All
what
the
they're
smoke.
exposed to, all of the smoke. So the colors of the cups can really tell a lot about what's
And
going on.
Destiny did this research one day after my cupping, and she looked up like how your right side is your feminine, and your
right side is your masculine.
and your left is your feminine, and then also the fact that if you're dealing with a lot of trauma or PTSD or some type of stress, it will actually reveal itself in the cups.
Yes, yes. And if you look, like they say every organ kind of carries certain emotions.
Tell them about the story of your client with the kidney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was cupping a girl and her kidneys, I mean, lit up. Like these marks were like black. And I was like, whoa, there's something going on with your kidneys. I told her, because like I said, these all correlate with somewhere on your body. One of your organs this correlates with. So if something just lights up, it's usually like, whoa, what's going on there? And I can always tell actually if somebody's a heavy drinker also. Every single person that I cup that's like, oh, I only drink a little. I'm like, girl, your liver says different. your liver says you a drinker. But I'm serious, yes. So you can always tell when people are drinkers, whether they say they are or not, just by what their liver shows.
Yeah.
But the girl with the kidney, she called me back and she's like, Destiny, I have kidney stones. She literally the very next week found out she had kidney stones.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was crazy because she's like, I don't know what's like, there's nothing wrong with my kidneys. I'm like, there's something going on because your kidneys are black, you know?
Yeah.
And then even I was telling that, I can't remember if we talked about it on last week's episode, but about how the hearts, like I cupped someone and I was like, wow, your heart is really lit up. And she had just gotten all this blood work done and had showed me all this. She's like, no, my heart's healthy. But then she's like, she had gone through a breakup and some emotion, and she's like, you know what though, my heart's really been hurting lately. And she started crying, and I was like, it made sense though. You know, our body,
Stagnant energy.
yes. So even if it's not maybe like a medical thing, the emotional side of it can show up too. I mean, even like you, I think the last time I cupped you, you're like, that's not the side that hurts. I'm like, that's the side that's lit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but then if you look at the emotional aspect of it, that would make sense. Why? You know, even with me, I know this isn't necessarily cupping, but being in a bad relationship and my right hip, like I've shared this before, but it was just like chronic, and I was going to the chiropractor every single week, and he was like popping my hip. I'm like, oh, it feels better for one day. Then I'd go home and lay down, and I'm like, this doesn't feel good anymore. You know, and then as soon as I got divorced, my right hip pain is literally gone.
Which goes to show you how, like, literally we create our own injury, right? And because we're holding on to stuff,
Or even subconsciously.
Right, that's my
like I didn't even know
Right.
half of the stuff that was going on, but now when I look at that, I'm like, my body knew.
Yeah.
My body knew what was going on.
Your body's in a dis-ease,
Yes.
right? All the stress causes the dis-ease, which ends up causing some type of illness
Right.
or injury.
Right.
Yeah.
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 It's interesting. Our bodies, they tell a story,
Yes.
whether we want it to or not, you know?
Yes.
But also, I think that there's something really powerful in just knowing, because I think I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, this is where I'm storing stuff. And when I'm able to acknowledge that and know this is what my body's holding, and doing things like this is, you're letting your body release stuff.
Yeah, people ask me all the time, like, what does it feel like? And I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, because to me, it feels so good.
Right.
Because it's really,
I agree.
it feels good in a, like, you can feel tension being lifted from your body, literally.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it's like, it's not pain. Yes, there's like a
little.
a pinching tension type of, like, I mean, you can just imagine a sucking of your skin for X amount of time, you know, for 20, 30 minutes. And yeah, that can cause some discomfort. It's not the most comfortable, but when you're sitting in it and you just visualize all this stuff leaving your body, I think that's like the part that's the healing and the feel good, because I mean, it feels good knowing that, like, this crap is leaving your body.
I agree.
Like a deep tissue massage.
Yes.
So it's like
It
a little
is.
painful.
I think it even feels better sometimes than a deep tissue, in a sense. It's like different type of massage.
And I feel like it's more detoxifying.
Right.
In a sense, because this really gets in and pulls the toxins to the surface to where they're able to actually be flushed out.
The last time you did mine, you're talking about my right side.
Yeah.
It was the first time ever, and I've done these quite a bit now. But the first time ever, I was like itching for that one to come off. I was oh my god, I cannot wait for her to pull this off of me, because like it wasn't painful, but like I just knew that like something's going on there, and I didn't think my right side was going to be as lit up as my left, and my right side was like,
oh, it was like on fire.
Yeah, it was purple. It was purple all over, and it was that one dang cup that she had right up on my shoulder, and I was like, yikes. Something's going on inside. Right.
But I mean, I think that we have so many natural ways to help our bodies heal, and that is this is just one way that you can support your system.
Yes.
The thing I like about cupping is really it's you get so many different benefits. It's good for your lymphatic system. Yeah, this is one's lighting up. So's this.
Ooh. Yeah,
but your organs look healthy.
Yeah,
actually.
your organs look really healthy.
All of her organs look healthy. So she you can tell she eats well.
Yeah.
She treats her body well.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a high toxic load.
But your shoulders are on fire.
Yeah, but this girl, and you can see where she's had a little bit of like trauma as far as surgeries and stuff, but nothing that is like, ooh, you know. Yeah.
How do you feel, Kathy?
I feel like when you grab the back of the neck of a cat.
Yeah, and you're just holding
it.
it.
Super relaxed. Like, oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Even was it Brooke or Skylar? Styler, I think, was the one that hers didn't really like, her organs all looked healthy, but she goes, Destiny, my back felt more relaxed than it ever has.
Yeah.
And I have to say that is like the feedback, even if someone doesn't have any chronic issues, but they just like to work out a lot.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh my gosh, my back. Or a lot of women in their 40s start to get frozen shoulder, and they're like, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing. And I've cupped many women who have frozen shoulder, and they're like, oh, my shoulder's feeling better.
I'm constantly referring Destiny in the yoga in the classroom, because I'm like, I get it done so often because I'm so active.
Yes.
And it's so relieving to my soreness. Like, it helps, like, just alleviate some soreness more than like just going in and like stretching for an hour.
Yeah.
It's just different type of like alleviate all this like tight sore muscle pain.
I feel like for the upper back, cupping has
there's so
for
much
me,
stress there.
Yes, this will release it more than a deep tissue massage.
Yes.
More than I have this one thing. It's like a jackhammer. This is more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean that like gun thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's called shockwave, and it breaks things up, but it doesn't. It's like, this is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think It's super, super beneficial. And if you're into wellness, it's something I would highly, highly recommend you try and do. And there is actual medical backing.
Right.
There's a doctor on YouTube, if you look it up, and you just look up like benefits of cupping, and I think she's like, I forgot her name. I'll have to come back in the comments and write her name. But she talks about all of the actually medically.
The biologist, Gary Brecka, he's big on all things wellness, but he highly recommends. He even says, I just like literally watched a 2.5 hour podcast of his last night.
Yeah.
Could not sleep. But he says like he gets asked all the time, okay, I want to do all these things, but I don't have $1,000 or $10,000 to
Right.
go and like
Go
buy
be
a
in the
sauna
oxygen
and go,
chamber.
yeah,
Right,
like
right.
just do all the things, right? So how can I like take care of myself and start to like live a healthier lifestyle at the most minimal cost? And so I love the way like he broke down. He was like, at the minimum, this is literally free. You could do this every single day. Everyone has access to it. And he brought up the minute that you wake up and
Yeah.
and you
The
get
release,
you
it
get
tingles.
first sun, right? Go outside and get the first sun.
Yes.
It has the less UV radiation exposure.
But it's good for your
and it
pineal gland.
has good for your pineal gland, and it has blue light, which we're told not to look at, but you know, if you feel comfortable that you're able to. He brings up, rather than like worrying about going and get like a fancy cold plunge, like take your warm shower, and after every single shower,
Turn
get
it to
out,
cold.
turn it to really cold, and then jump back in it for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds max, and that's your cold plunge. That's really all you need. And he talks about all these other things, but
I could barely even feel those.
he ended up bringing up how beneficial cupping is. You know, if you don't want to spend, you know, $200 on
Yeah.
a deep tissue massage, you know, go get cupping.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do your full back. You can do different areas of your body depending
You
on
can
what's
do the
bothering
legs.
you. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do your legs.
if your thighs are killing you, your hamstrings, your
Ooh.
calves.
Mhm.
I mean, just know wherever you get the cups, though, you are going to have marks.
Right.
So that's like the biggest thing
Right.
to know if you are like,
I don't mind the marks. I'm like, show,
yeah,
show
if
off the
someone
marks.
has like an event or something and
Yeah.
doesn't want
Yes, yeah.
to look,
Looking like a dinosaur.
yeah, or people to be like, what did you do? You're like, I had fun.
I'm Destiny's walking
This
cupping
side
advertisement. Yeah.
It's definitely,
Yeah. This one
your-
over here too.
yeah.
You have to get up and show them your back
Yes.
when you're done.
She's gonna show off her kisses, her
Yeah.
cupping kisses.
That one like didn't want to come off.
No, it wanted to stay with you. I mean, I get it. I get it. I would too.
Ooh,
I
like
would
that
too.
one.
So sore.
Okay, just stay there for
your
a
left,
second.
Your left shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That last
yeah.
one that just came
Yep.
off.
that
So
one.
when I do cupping, I like to finish them with magnesium. This is transdermal magnesium, and it helps just relax all of the tissue. Magnesium is so beneficial for your nerve health, for your overall health and wellness. So I think magnesium is just a good thing to follow up. There's so many different ones, and transdermally it absorbs into your system really well. So it's a good way to get magnesium. Also, if you have migraines and you're getting a migraine, a really quick way to stop that. Most migraines, people who have migraines have a magnesium deficiency.
Ah.
So if you take like the spray magnesium and you spray it on
Where?
your temples and the back of your neck, it can totally help. And then megadose some magnesium. This is not medical advice. This is just
Yes.
what I know works.
Yes.
And I swear I've
Yeah.
had people who take medicine
Yeah.
for migraines, and I'm like, take like 4,000 milligrams of, which sounds like a ton of magnesium, and
Yeah.
it will knock it out immediately, and it does.
through the spray or like
No, spray and then internally
Orally,
take
yeah.
it. Do both. And it'll totally knock it out. So she's going to look like she, had fun.
Got beat up.
She got beat up by some man in Thailand. Some hot Thai massage. But really, it was a woman.
I was just thinking.
Oops.
from California.
Yeah. Wrong. But so you can see definitely her organs are very healthy. And then right here, her shoulders and neck are definitely where she's lit up the most. And that's actually where she said she had soreness. So
Yeah.
it tracks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so
Yeah.
should I stand up now?
Yes.
Oh.
And then you can show off your kisses.
Oh, the
to
one on the
everyone.
back of the neck. Woo,
Yeah, it does.
wait.
Yeah, just walk straight.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Now bend down just a little. There you go. Yeah, you can see the kisses.
Woo,
Yeah.
Show my
wait.
livers. Come over here on this side.
Come over here.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look
Wait.
at your other one. Look this side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's lit up.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I really thought the low back was gonna be super dark.
No.
Wow.
I know.
That is
crazy?
wild, man.
Well, how do you feel though?
Oh, I feel great. I love that.
Good. Yay.
You know, it's really incredible.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. How relaxing it is. I really did not think that it was going to be that relaxing, but like,
I agree.
I like it too.
I love it.
I feel like it's.
so I was
Yeah,
away from the
just a little.
microphones,
But I
was
will
kind of
not show your butt
Yeah.
crack. I promise.
facing the wrong way, but like what I was saying it felt like is, of course I have different analogies now that I have a kitten in my house, but like what I
I
felt
know,
like
I
was,
was like, it's so funny you brought up a cat before
Right.
my thing.
right, because you know,
I would never have thought that.
Right.
instead if you got like a crazy kitten, you can grab them by the back of their neck and their whole body like relaxes, and that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like all the tension, I don't know, just everything being pulled up, and it was like the only thing for my body to do is relax.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild looking. So it doesn't really surprise me that you said that you've come here for one side before and that the other side lit up. Only because
Sorry.
I've had the experience many times where I've gone to some sort of healing modality practitioner,
Yeah.
and I've said, oh, this side hurts, and they tell me the tension's on the other side. And I think some of that has to do with when we have something going on one side,
We
the opposite,
overcompensate.
it's the
Yes.
compensation that's actually creating the pain. It's like it's getting overly
Yeah.
stretched, so then the muscle starts to tighten to protect itself.
Now this I believe that, and I'm like I believe that. I'm talking to you with him. What's wrong with me? But so when I was in my car accident, I was overcompensating because my hip got jacked up on the one side, so then
Yeah.
I'm favoring it and ended up with plantar fasciitis on
Oh.
the heel of my other side because of
'Cause they
me
compensated.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually cupped the bottom of my foot and it helped. I took a cup and I put it right on the ball and I like sucked it up, but it helped.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is actually.
And
Wait,
I
right on
don't
the ball of the foot or the heel of the
on
foot?
the heel.
Okay.
On the heel
Wow.
of my foot. I took it and I just like yeah.
Wow.
Because I was like, so lower extremities are always usually, they take the longest to heal
Right.
because they're farthest from your heart.
Yeah.
It's,
And so, just so that people understand, you need oxygen to heal things in your
Right.
body, right? And
Right.
so the blood has to go to your heart to be oxygenated. And so to get blood from your heart to your toes is the furthest distance. And I remember learning that when I was younger because I played soccer all of my young adult life. And when you get an ankle injury, it takes a really long time to heal because of that.
yeah. I know a lot of people will have, I've had clients get like skin cancer burned off down at a lower extremity.
Yeah.
And they're like, why is this taking so long to heal? I'm like, that takes like probably 5 times longer than something on your upper body getting
Yeah.
burned. Is there anywhere that's like super sore? Shoulders?
I mean, my shoulders and triceps, but whatever.
Do you want me to?
Do the
I'll do it.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was woo-wee.
Yeah.
And my shoulder's not sore anymore.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I've had people with frozen shoulder get up and have full rotation and go, what just
That
happened?
is wild. I was just sore when I walked in here half an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to
Oh
be
my
addicted,
God,
Kathy.
and my
I know.
neck. I can turn my
Yeah.
neck. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I know the dealer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, I can turn my neck to the left to get. Oh. Well, and this is way less painful than what I was getting done at Texas Body Clinic. I'll tell you that.
Edward, I hope you're not listening.
Woo-wee,
Just
I
kidding.
love you, Edward.
No, he's amazing. He is amazing.
Ooh. He does some deep physical therapy, but I
He
would
does.
prefer getting this done.
I know, I leave there sweating.
Yeah,
Like, I just don't
feeling
want
like
to work out with you.
yeah. So I was thinking, I'm sure there's an easy list to access. You had mentioned earlier that organs correlate to emotions, and yeah, that's like a Chinese medicine thing.
Did I text you the picture of that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I will after. Actually, I'll post on our stories too, just so you guys all can see. I'll post it on the microdosing life Instagram and TikTok, so that you can see
Okay.
the actual
Yeah.
how it correlates with the body, like the stomach, the heart, your intestines, everything.
Yeah, I've got a couple pulled up because I always
cool.
think it's actually really interesting, the emotion and the organ. I always find it quite interesting. Like so the liver, it says there that the liver holds anger. And when I think about, I remember when I was younger there was this joke that people that drank a lot, they would say, oh, the liver is an evil organ and must be punished. And it's like a terrible joke, right? Because that's actually what you're doing when you're drinking. But I thought it was really interesting because there is some sort of like anger that you're suppressing, I feel like, when you're numbing yourself with alcohol. Or like there's something very deep down in you, I think, when you're
what do you
constantly
have
using
to
that.
do? Like, yeah, I do agree with you.
Yeah. And even like, I mean, even pharmaceuticals, even opiates, all filter through your liver. So there, it's like you're making the problem worse by poisoning yourself and poisoning that organ. So it's like you're actually not ever getting to the root cause of it if you just keep doing that. Like you're actually just making the problem worse. And maybe that's really obvious, but I always think it's kind of like one of those obvious but sort of amazing things.
I fully agree with you. So they actually are finding like correlation with like women who end up with Hashimoto's or thyroid things
Yeah.
with being in like toxic relationships, autoimmune things. And my one client has Hashimoto's and she's in a very interesting relationship, toxic.
Oh.
And she's like, Destiny, I know it's from this. And in Chinese medicine, they look at that as because you're not speaking your truth.
Yeah.
And if you look at where the thyroid's located, it's on your throat.
Yep.
And you're not able to speak your truth. So
Yeah.
if you've been with someone who's really controlling, not letting you actually have like a say
Yeah.
in anything, finances or anything, then it makes sense
Yeah.
where it would come out in the body.
Yeah, absolutely. I know someone that had throat cancer, and he basically spent all of his adult life not saying to his father and his brother all of the things that he should have said to them. Like quite unhealthy personalities, and he spent his entire life not saying these things, and then he ended up with throat cancer. And I was like, I can't say I think those aren't related.
That's what I mean. When you look at it, it almost like it makes sense.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or, I mean, I have 3 women clients who have had breast cancer, and all 3 of them had husbands who cheated on them and betrayed them. And so I read this thing one time saying it was a broken heart.
Yes, and it makes sense.
And look at how close it is to your heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually observed this same thing with several different women.
Yeah.
Breast cancer and having, or the big C, having having some sort of like broken heart experience, and like I
Like
think like
deep
this infidelity.
breaking.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Let me see. There was this other one that, so kidneys are fear, which I think is interesting because it's also another, like the liver and the kidneys are like filters
Her
for the
right
body.
side kidney is lit.
Well, on the male side, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this I can tell you, this doesn't look like. So this, she has healthy organs. Like we know, she eats healthy.
Yeah.
She doesn't drink. She's good. So this to me would indicate, just knowing Yesenia,
Yeah,
that this is emotional
yeah.
And what were you just saying right now, Kathy?
because
about
it's not
kidney?
on your left side.
Fear. It's fear,
Oh,
right? And it's
wow.
only on your right side. And this
Oh.
looks like it's like
That's
heart
your
related,
heart.
right? And
Yep,
it's only
that
on
is
the
her
right
heart,
side.
and that
Oh
is
my
where her
God.
heart is.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Look at
so
that.
on this, on her right side, if I wish I can't take my, because my camera's right there, but if I were to take a picture of what's going on, she has, it looks like her kidneys and her heart are kind of lit up on here. So her kidney and her heart area, these are pink. That means healthy. There's healthy blood flow, healthy everything. And then also slightly in her liver, and that can be from anger. And that's okay, because when you're going through trauma, it's normal to have anger. But if you look at this side of her body, this is pink. So to me, this would indicate that she's going through trauma. This is her right side of her body, her masculine side, and these are the areas that got lit up. This side is completely pink. So it doesn't, when you see something like that, now if somebody, like the girl I told you about with the kidney issue, both of her sides just lit up the kidneys. Like it was black. So to me, that's an organ issue. This looks more like emotional.
Yeah.
And knowing
Makes
how,
sense.
how well she eats
Right.
and how
right.
much she works out, and she detoxifies her body, but the body shows. It's
The
just
body
like
keeps the score.
Yes, just
Yeah.
like the girl with the heart. I mean,
Yeah.
like a week ago, it was like, she's like, no, my blood test came back perfect, and I was like, well, is there something? And she's like, well, my heart's been hurting, and I'm like, okay,
That explains it.
yeah.
And I think when we say like the right side is the masculine side, I think it is like I think it's like how we experience the masculine energy. I think it's like that rather than maybe our masculine side, our feminine
Right.
side. I think it's the way it like the,
Or maybe not even able to control that energy. out of
right.
us.
I think it's like the degree in which we're able to handle that type of energy that we're experiencing.
Mm-hmm. Because I was like masculine side. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm ultra masculine. I mean,
Right.
I have a business and do things like that, but I'm not like,
Yeah.
And so, but it made sense to me after leaving the relationship that my hip just,
It's wild how many times you hear that. These did we share that? I think you shared that.
I think
right?
I
That
just
video.
did. There was a video
Yeah.
and a girl. I would love I'm gonna do I'm gonna go live one day, and I just want people to comment and tell me like when you left a toxic relationship, what left your body?
Oh,
What
yeah.
like I would love. We should do an episode on this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it is crazy how many people like their pain or chronic
You know what
headaches
that
or
reminds me of?
stomach aches, like literally
yep.
somebody having like insane stomach aches.
Yep.
This was years ago when I was with my ex-husband, we were going through a very traumatic time, and I caught him cheating, and I decided to not say anything and stay, and I had gone numb, right? I just was staying for the kids and just doing my part as just being a mom,
Yeah.
right? Anyways, I kept suppressing all of this emotion, and I'm just riding the wave of staying in this relationship, knowing that I either need to say something or get out, or do something about it, and I didn't. I just suppressed to the point that I ended up literally creating a cyst in my throat that would not allow me to swallow.
Oh,
So I
my.
ended up having to go to the ER so they could drain this like marble-sized cyst
Oh my gosh.
in the back of my throat. That I mean, I don't even know what the hell would have happened.
Right.
That's wild.
yeah,
I mean, that's the exact thing we were just talking about,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
when you silence yourself
Yeah.
and you don't speak your truth
Yeah.
and you're holding everything back. And we always think, I was actually having this thought just yesterday about like when you walk in a room and you have a thought that's not necessarily in alignment with like the energy you want to be bringing.
Right.
Right? So, how we think that we're holding this secret and nobody can tell, but energetically,
Yeah.
even if people can't tell with their brains, like they're sensing something is different with us.
Well, I mean, we've all talked about that. Even being like, okay, they're like a guy that's attractive,
Mm-hmm.
and then all three of us being like, ooh, bad energy,
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
energy.
And all-
Like so, initially like hot, and then not.
Yeah.
So quickly.
Yeah.
Because of the energy, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's like we can try. We're all letting off energy. That's
Yeah.
even when I teach people, when I teach about like sound bowls and stuff. It's like regardless of what you think, you are letting off an energy. Like
Yeah.
we've all walked by someone and been like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stronger than we think. And that's why I think it's also important to trust our gut.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I can look back on a lot of bad situations, and if I trusted my gut, I
Yeah.
would have not done a lot of things. I
Yeah.
actually wouldn't have gotten married, to be
Right.
honest.
Right.
Like if I think back and
Yeah.
trusted my gut,
Yeah.
but then it's always like that, I have like the devil and the,
Yeah.
like it's
Well,
like the empathy in me goes, oh, somebody wouldn't really mean that.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Destiny, give them a chance. Don't be so hard on someone.
And maybe that's,
know?
Maybe that's just part of the life experience that later on in life you go, if I would have known what I know now
Right.
earlier on, right? Like, I think maybe it's the learning experience of learning to trust that intuition. I had the same experience when I was, years ago, I ran a consulting firm when I was in Florida, and when I would hire consultants, every once in a while everything is right on paper and they said all the right things, and for some reason I just had a weird feeling about it, and ultimately that person would do something that I did not expect. They would end up pulling some sort of weird, I don't know, thing that I was like, man, I wish I trusted my gut. And
It's
it was
like your body knew, though.
yeah, my
Yeah.
body knew, and I always wonder, like, what is this that's telling us? Because
Right.
in nature, we would call it an instinct, We would say, oh, that animal knows not to eat that plant. It knows not to go down that hole. But, like, is it instinct or is it intuition or is it our higher self?
I think there's another piece to it that this might be going a little too down like a rabbit hole, but I think there's stuff that we do where it's like, man, like what Destiny was just saying, if I would have known better, if I would have trusted my gut, I wouldn't have gotten married.
Mhm.
Also though, like, think of it more of like, you had to go through that because look how much you have evolved and grown and learned
Oh,
more
I wouldn't
about
even be into
yourself.
stuff like this if I
Right.
wasn't.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
good point.
I think of
So
that.
I think like we our destiny, our fate is to go through these very difficult times because and then it expands you, it evolves you.
Yeah.
Right.
And you wouldn't have been presented that opportunity had you not gone through that difficult challenge.
That is true.
Right? Like,
That is true.
you wouldn't even know about like, oh, let me trust my gut, let me think about this and this
Right.
way if I hadn't already gone through something so terrific or
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good point.
But I do also think that like women, like especially, I'm like, just trust your gut.
Yeah.
But on
If
that,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one thing I
Yeah.
wish I could give
Yeah.
you know how they say if there's one thing you could give your younger self,
Yeah.
it would be that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
listen
some
to
really
that.
good younger self advice, Destiny. I think that's some very legitimate. If you're younger, you're in your teens and your 20s and you're hearing this.
Like, you don't have to go through a lot. You can
Yeah.
save yourself some of that.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's going out of life unscathed. Like,
Yeah.
we're all gonna leave here with something,
Yeah.
you know. But
And then to that, like, I think if you do face something super challenging and you go through it and you come out on the other side of it, and now you have the opportunity to, when you are presented another challenge, you know better. You're like, yeah, nope.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Right.
I'm gonna avoid that red flag.
and you can do better.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think that's part of the experience of life, right?
Right. That's the test. that
Yeah,
keeps
if
getting
the thing
presented.
keeps coming back up
Yeah.
until we pass the test.
Yeah.
We think, oh, I've got it now. I learned
Right.
the lesson. And so
Right.
right away it feels like you're tested again.
Oh, and yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, girl.
I love to be tested. I'm a tester. I like to test.
Leslie said,
Why?
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah. Here, let's
It'll
go
be
through it
fine.
again. Let's go one more time. Let's go for one more round.
I
I
don't
love
think-
it. I'm not a quitter. Not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm like, how about I just do it again? Let's do it again.
Oh my gosh.
And then be like, why'd that happen again?
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
let me go full bore. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I learned a lesson about boundaries. I feel completely different than I did a year ago on that topic.
So I think we should bring in a bunch of our natural things that we do. Like, I can teach people how to make arnica. You can teach people how to do sourdough. Yesenia, we've got so.
She's got all sorts of things.
Oh, she's like a little witch in her own
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
too.
yeah. You can teach people about the
Yes.
roller balls.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. And so I think we live in a toxic world. We live in
Yeah.
a stressful world. We live in fight or flight.
Mm.
And this is just one thing that you can do to help your nervous system, one thing you can do to help your lymphatic system, one thing you can do to help your fascia. But the food we eat, the water we drink, the environment, all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sharing
So
some
I think
of the...
we're going to start going maybe a little
Ooh, here
on the
comes the
road.
woo.
Let's go. Yeah, let's get woo woo.
Yay.
Let's start doing some woo woo
Let's
stuff.
get on the
you
road,
guys.
she said.
Yes.
Microdosing on the road.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really great idea. I also thought some of the products that you've been sharing are really incredible, and I think
Yeah.
that it would be helpful to maybe talk about some of those.
Yes,
as
yes.
well.
We can go down the.
Because is that the same? That's not quite the same magnesium, transdermal magnesium that I have, right? That label looks different.
It is different.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But I think that's amazing stuff.
Yeah, there's some really like breakthrough stuff in able to get into your system. That's why when people are like, oh, it's not going to be absorbed into your bloodstream. Yes, not everything is absorbed into your bloodstream. Back it up, Chris.
Show it off.
Show them what you got. Okay, bend down just a little. Okay, you can see where she really lit up. Like her heart on her masculine side is very angry.
Oh, yes,
And
it
her
is.
kidney. And so that makes sense. And it you know, our
Wow.
body shows us what's going
Yeah.
on.
What is this? I think I got them all kind of facing here,
Yes.
so you're good. Check it out. Woo-wee on this one.
Yes. So, and
Yeah.
then right here's pretty much too, but that she said a lot of her upper body was sore, so that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
So if you've ever wondered about cupping, have any questions, you can always drop questions in the comments, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions on cupping.
Yes.
Yes,
Thanks
and
for getting
so
cupped with us.
yes.
Yeah,
We'll
that
see
was
you
super
guys
fun.
next
That
week.
was great.
If you are in the DFW, join us this Saturday. We're going to do a ton of giveaways too, so you can sign up at samatoneyoga.com. It's .com, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's our trio class.
Yeah.
The Power Yoga Sculpt Sound Bath on this Saturday, April 25th from 10 to 12. So you definitely join us. It's going to be fun. And
Yes.
Destiny the Product Queen has
Yes.
tons of giveaways. We just went through them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Pendulum.
join. Come join. We want
Castle.
to. We want to share the love. We
Yeah,
want to share.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see you
Yes.
guys soon. And then we've got Maniac Monday, you're gonna go live this Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we might be live on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Thursday morning. Maybe.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
let you
They
know.
do
Oh,
yoga
yes.
and they're
Yes.
flipping and
Yes.
doing all kinds of fun stuff.
One day all
So
three of
watch
us
'em.
can play.
I
Yeah.
know. Hopefully
That'll
I
be
need to be
fun.
off that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
y'all.
for joining
Thanks
Bye.
for getting cuffed with us.